This is the new Xiaomi 12 Pro and I have two words for this phone. Game over. Yes, game over. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm saying this. Why am I making this statement for what seems like a perfectly good flagship phone? Well, I'm saying this because of this graph. See this? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, if you thought the Snapdragon 888 was bad, the 8 Gen 1 is... First of all, let's quickly have a look at the specs of the Xiaomi 12 Pro. As you guys know, it comes with the latest and greatest from Qualcomm, the new 8 Gen 1 chipset that's built on the 4nm architecture. It comes with the new Cortex X2 cores that go up to 3 GHz, along with the new A710 and A510 cores, and there's the new Adreno 730 GPU. So yeah, it's all powerful, no doubt. Here's the Antutu score and just look at it. It almost hit the 1 million mark. Even the Geekbench score is very impressive. But there's one big problem, the throttling. Remember the graph I showed you? Well, I've been testing out the performance of the Xiaomi 12 Pro and I'm not gonna mince words. It's a mess. So here I've got three phones, the Xiaomi 12 Pro with the latest 8 Gen 1, the Mi 11 Ultra with Snapdragon 888, and the Mi 11X with 870. All Xiaomi phones with MIUI and they're all at 100%. And first I wanted to check the CPU throttling with default settings, 20 threads, 15 minutes. And in this first test itself, I was amazed to see how zigzag the graph goes in the Xiaomi 12 Pro with 8 Gen 1. I mean, it goes red in a few minutes. Now, this is the end result of the test, and see how the graph is on the 12 Pro. There's yellow, there's red, and that means the throttling is kind of bad here. As you can see, throttled to 70% of its max performance. The performance numbers are better than the 888 or the 870, but the average is not very high because of the dips. The 888 on the Mi 11 Ultra did better than the 8 Gen 1 in throttling at 82%, but its performance numbers are not good. I think Xiaomi has capped the 888's performance in the Mi 11 Ultra for better consistency. And you know what? Surprise, surprise, the 870 was the best in terms of throttling. It throttled to only 90% of its max performance while bringing in better performance than the 888, and it's not too far behind when compared to the new 8 Gen 1. Look, I did another test to get a better idea, thread set to 50 and the time set to 30 minutes. And in this more intensive test, the 8 Gen 1 was once again pretty bad, throttling to 69%. Once again, the 888 was good, but its performance numbers are kind of okayish. The 870 in the Mi 11X was the best, beating both the 888 and the 8 Gen 1 in throttling. And in fact, if you look at the average performance, it's higher than both the 888 and the 8 Gen 1, newer, more powerful chipsets. Yeah, good job, Qualcomm. Look, I've done these tests a lot of times and it's clear that the 8 Gen 1's throttling issues are real. And if you're thinking, is this the 8 Gen 1 that is the problem or is it the Xiaomi 12 Pro? Well, it seems like the 8 Gen 1 is the problem because I've seen the same thing happen in the Moto Edge X30, which also has the 8 Gen 1. Now you must be wondering what exactly happened with Qualcomm. I mean, this was a company that was the leading name when it comes to smartphone chipsets. Everyone was like, we want Snapdragon chipsets, not Exynos, not MediaTek. In fact, I see a lot of people saying this even today. Well, what happened? Well, actually, things are changing. See, MediaTek is now the world's largest smartphone chip maker with its lead ever increasing. I mean, it had a market share of 40% compared to Qualcomm's 27% in Q3 2021. Not just market share, MediaTek is now giving statements like only one company has heating issues and it's not us. That is clearly aiming towards Qualcomm. So why did things change? What has gone wrong with Qualcomm? Now, first of all, you need to understand this. There are only two companies that make these modern day flagship smartphone chipsets. There's Taiwanese semiconductor manufacturing company, aka TSMC, and there's Samsung Electronics. Both of these are the only companies that have the fab for 4nm, 5nm chipsets. Now, out of these two, TSMC has always been known to be more efficient when it comes to thermal performance. Samsung, not so much. See, in the past, most Qualcomm flagship chipsets were produced by TSMC, be it the Snapdragon 870, 865, 855, and they did not have any throttling issues. Exynos chipsets were made by Samsung and they have always been known for their thermal issues. Now, the latest Qualcomm flagship chipsets are having the same issues because the 8 Gen 1 chipset has been made by Samsung instead of TSMC. Basically, the 8 Gen 1, Exynos, and the Tensor chip on the Pixel 6 are all made by Samsung. And you know it, they all have throttling problems. I know you're thinking Qualcomm probably knows all about these issues with Samsung's manufacturing process. So why did it not go with TSMC for all the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipsets? Well, actually, the answer is they have no choice. See, TSMC is running at full capacity because Apple called dibs. Yes, Apple has already partnered with TSMC to literally get 100% of its chips made by them, be it the new Mac chipsets or the iPhone ones. Not just Apple, even the new flagship MediaTek chipset with the same specs as the 8 Gen 1 is being made by TSMC. So Qualcomm had no choice but to go with Samsung. Qualcomm knows this too because there have been reports saying the company has moved part of its 8 Gen 1 production to TSMC because they're not happy with Samsung-made chipsets. This basically means that there will be two variants of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in the market. There will be a TSMC variant and there will be a Samsung variant. Now, an average consumer wouldn't know which one is which, and this is bad because some phones with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 will be good, while some others not. And the Xiaomi 12 Pro is the example of the latter. See, the Xiaomi 12 Pro is actually an out-and-out flagship with a problematic flagship chipset. I mean, just look at the phone. It looks like a flagship with its matte glass back, its metal frame, the symmetrical stereo speakers, which have this really cool sound wave sort of design. I think this is really cool. The display is amazing. Just look at the specs. It's the new 2nd Gen LTPO AMOLED that's said to be faster at switching refresh rates, and it can go as low as 1 Hz for increased efficiency. Plus, it's a sharp QHD panel with Dolby Vision support. The cameras are also top-notch. 3 cameras, all 50 megapixel sensors, 2 Samsung JN1 50 megapixel sensors, 1 for ultra-wide shots and 1 for 2x optical zoom shots. The main camera is the Sony IMX707 50 megapixel sensor with OIS, and this is a large sensor. And you know what? It just takes beautiful, vibrant shots. I mean, look at this shot. It looks like it's taken from a high-end phone. It's just very good, and these are photos from the main 50 megapixel sensor. But let me tell you, the other 50 megapixel sensors are also up there when it comes to quality. The Xiaomi 12 Pro also comes with the latest MIUI 13 on top of Android 12, which we will be doing a separate video on, so stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon as well. The 12 Pro also has the 120-watt charger in the box, which we have seen in action in the 11i in India, and it also supports 50-watt fast wireless charging. Look, my point is, the Xiaomi 12 Pro is a cutting-edge flagship. Xiaomi has put in the latest tech everywhere, but you know what? It's all pointless because of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1's issues. Honestly, I'm not sure how Qualcomm can fix this mess. Do they cap the performance of the 8 Gen 1 to fix throttling issues? Do they make less chipsets but only make them with TSMC? I'm not sure. Honestly, this makes me think the whole Qualcomm era is coming to an end. I mean, MediaTek already has the biggest market share, and its Dimensity 9000 flagship chipset has the same specs as the 8 Gen 1 and is being made by TSMC, which is promising. I mean, I'm yet to test it on a phone, but MediaTek seems very confident about it. Overall, you know what? The game over is not exactly for Xiaomi. It's for, you know it. Well, I want to know what you guys think of this whole Qualcomm situation. Make sure to comment down below. Also, give this video a like. Make sure to share it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
How to control your phone with a wand. Lumos.